What's going on, everybody? Today I want to talk to you about the ridiculously overpoweredness of the turtle banner. You may disagree with me at first, and that's fine. That's cool. I respect that. But I just want to show you these things, and I want you to just consider them and tell me what you think. So first thing I want to talk about is probably the most overpowered thing about turtle banner. It's probably the number 5 skill. So I'm going to click on that now and just hover over it. What it does is it provides, without any boon duration, I have a ton of boon duration, I have like 93%. Without any of that though, it provides 15 seconds of stab, 10 stacks of stab, and stability, and it also provides 15 seconds of protection. I've increased my boon duration to 93%, therefore I get 29 seconds instead of the 15, and obviously that is useful when I use it. This skill right here affects up to 50 people, an entire squad, full squad. I can put 10 stacks of stability for 30 seconds on an entire squad along with protection. Super good in my opinion. Super duper good. Just to discuss the skill a little bit more, if I use it over here and it does that, that's the knockback that it does on enemies, but the stability that it provided was around my character. So if you're a Mesmer per se, or Elementus, or a Thief, somebody who has some sort of blink skill, or lightning flash, or shadow step, you're going to want to use your number 5 on the enemy, but then if your commander perhaps runs away from you, you'll have the ability to blink to him right as the turtle falls, and your stab will be around you in a radius of 450. So that's good to know about number 5. Number 4 is good, number 2 is good, number 1 is great, but they're not as phenomenal as 5 and 3. 5 I've discussed. 3 is a very unique skill. It grants damage immunity to allies. Now when it says allies you think teammates, but that's not quite accurate because it also provides immunity to walls. As you can see, this wall has Saved by the Shell. I'm not going to wait for the recharge, but just take my word on this. It also works for gates. And I will show you a piece of siege. If you are in a ballista versus ballista battle, a treb versus treb battle, and you have a turtle banner, you have won, because you can make your siege invulnerable. Here we go. I'm going to do it right next to this arrow cart. The arrow cart got saved by the shell. This arrow cart will not take any damage. This is a ridiculously overpowered skill. Yeah, unfortunately when you're in a big squad, it prioritizes your sub-squad along with your squad members and then your allies, and then finally something like Siege. But if you leave the squad and you have a turtle banner, it'll just affect what's closest to it, up to 10 allies, like based on your proximity to the device. So, yeah, highly good in defensive situations and offensive situations, really good in general. I highly recommend it all the time in any group. I guess I'll briefly mention skills 1, 2, and 4. 1 will stack stability, or not stability, sorry, protection. You just spam it on yourself. It only affects 10 allies. I'll hover over it now. It also gives weakness to enemies, but I don't find that as good as the protection that it gives to your friendlies. And if you have the 93% boon duration like I do, then you're going to find that it's quite nice. By the time you get into an engagement, you're going to have, I think it was 16, 17 seconds of protection. Yeah, I'm hovering at 16 just by spamming it on myself. So that's it for skill number 1. Spam it on your teammates. Skill number 2 is a bubble. Here you are. It's a water field. It also reflects projectiles. That's all there is to it. Nothing more than that. It also recharges very quickly. It ends and there's still only 3 seconds left to cast it. I can keep it up more often than it's on cooldown, which in my opinion is quite great. If you're looking for water fields to blast, if you're looking for reflection from projectiles, this is ideal. And finally, skill number 4. Skill number 4 gives you resistance when you run through it, and at 93% boon duration, it gives 5.3 of a second resistance, which is pretty good in engagement. And I have no expertise or Condi duration, so it's only 3 seconds on my slow that it gives. But I mean, if you're going to engage, you might as well put down a resistance field for your whole party to get resistance. I don't know why I didn't get it there. That seemed to fail. But when you lay this field down, it's a line like a veil is, and you run through it and you get nearly 6 seconds of resistance, which in the current meta is quite useful. So I've got to ask, why not run Turtle Banner? Why not? It seems ridiculously overpowered, ridiculously good. And yeah, with 200% boon duration characters running this, you can have 10 stacks of stab for 30 seconds every 30 seconds. Yeah. Thanks for hearing me out.